Hello Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 4 of our unstable playthrough. Kinda having a good time with this. So, let's get on with the getting. So, as you remember from last episode, we got our mana pool, which is now directly craftable. Oh right, I still got all the stuff in my little thingy over here. I literally cut off the Minecraft as soon as I finished up the last episode because I was running late for something and had to go directly to do that, so I didn't even have time to clean up afterwards. Living wood. Gonna need that here in a little bit. So one of the things I want to get started on today is some mana production. And if you haven't done Botania in a while, now the passive generating flowers decay. So basically, they wither and die after about 3 days. So I'm gonna try not to rely quite so heavily on those. And I was just thinking, do I by any chance have, I think it's called a black lotus. I don't see one. Would it be over here? No. Oh well. Hey, I got more of those there. I have got just a plethora of those because pretty much all of my tools have slimy handles. Not quite all of them. That one and that one don't, but yeah, most of them do, and so I end up with a lot of that. And I really thought that I had at least one lotus, which you can drop in your mana pool to get mana, but I'm not seeing that. So, I guess we'll do it the long way. Wait, is it in there? No, of course not. That would have made too much sense for it to be there. So, looking forward to playing out Unstable for a while. Really a lot of things in here that seem to be pretty cool. A lot of rewrites of mods, a lot of improvements, things like that. But one of the things that I'm actually finding that I like is I'm so used to having so many mods that I don't really know what to do next. But you don't have as big a problem with that here because, well, there's just not that many of them yet. Let's see, and I need mana powder. Shift click, which means I have to have mana first. Alright. So, looks like day bloom it is. Two yellows, orange, light blue. Ah. There we go. And yes, I use hotkeys for that. I love programmable keyboards. Alright, that's a light blue, 2 orange, nope, 2 yellow, orange, and a light blue. So that should give me what I need. And I'm gonna need a seed. Double check the book one more time. Orange, 2 yellow, light blue. Put them down here on the hotbar, make that a little easier. Orange, light blue, 2 yellow. And there we go. And go ahead and put my water back in here. Now, before I place this, I need to make, and I cannot remember the shoot. I know what it looks like. I can probably even make it from memory. But I am really bad with names. Let's see, I think it's something like that, and gold, and a petal. Not a spreader. Yeah, that thing. I'd probably need a wand, too. Oh, which way are you facing? What? Oh, still in my hotbar. Alright, I placed the wrong thing. Duh. Alright, I'll do that. There we go. Mana spreader. And wand. I gotta have the twigs. Okay, that's what it was. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that can just memorize all this stuff. Alright, I need you. I do wish it would do it more than once. Which I guess if I do that, it will. I got 1 and 1, so... I'll just do it manual. And there we go. Okay, now I can place my day bloom. And that should, yep, it's showing, when you hover over this, you see the outlines on the spreader, so that means it's linked to it, and when you hover over this, you see the outlines on that, so you see it is linked. Now here is one thing that I found out, hoping I do this right, because I've only got one. And where are you? There you are. Overgrowth seed. The only problem is I can't remember if you have to do it on the block, then place the flower, or place the flower, then do it on the block. But we're going to find out. Okay, so you do the overgrowth seed on the block, then take and place the flower, and now this should never decay. The only problem is they are pretty difficult to find. Alright, so we're actually making a little bit of mana, and this is going to take a really long time. So let me hold on just a minute. I'm going to make a few more flowers and be back in just a little bit. So hold on. Okay, so for the next item that I want to make, I need a brown. And so I didn't have that, so I thought, yes, I found a patch of brown. And when you come to the tall ones, you want to be a little more selective on how you get those. The ones that are single tall, you can just collect regularly. But in order to collect these, you're going to need shears. And then you can collect that. Just one of those just so you know kind of things. So now I'll head back to the house and we can get some more mana generation going. So I'll be right back. Okay, now that I have run all the way back to the house, let's see, we have our tall mystical brown flower, we have regular mystical brown flower. Now here's something kind of cool. When you have the mystical brown flower, you get 2 petals. From the tall, you get 4. So let me go ahead and pull that one. And take that, put that there, and pull that one. And they are the same. Now, when you're using your flowers and things like that, don't ever use your last one. And the reason is you can take that, take one of your petals, and plant it. And you see the little sparkles. And then you take some bone meal and you get a double So then you can take your shears again, and that will give you 4 more. So an easy way, in case you're having a hard time keeping up with flowers, or if there's some that you're having a hard time finding, you can actually generate more. So there you go. A little nifty thing on the side. Every once in a while, if you're not careful, you might learn something. Those days are kind of far and few between, but anyways, every once in a while. Alright, so this needs 2 brown, a red, and a light blue. So 2 brown, actually I won't do 4. And let's get you out of the way. I'll leave that. Move that. I only want 2 of those. Move that up. And 2 red. I got a little bit of time. Alright, and need some more seeds. Move you. I'm getting full like I usually do. Alright, get rid of some of the extra stuff here. I'll leave the bone meal out here because I'll probably be needing that and the shears. Alright, so 1, 1, 2, and a seed. And I got it wrong. Oh, I know what it is. Alright, get an empty hand and there. I need this. There's 1 and 2. That'll work. Alright. Red, gray, swap you out, and brown. I think that was it. And here comes the nighttime. Now a seed. And we'll go back over here, grab that. Do this one more time. And run for our lives because darkness comes and all kinds of bad stuff comes out at night. And I still don't have any armor. Well, I got a metal hat. Oh, it's almost night. The sun is falling. And the sun is falling. Okay. 1 late cricket. Alright, so now we should have some endo flames. And I'll grab a little bit of charcoal because we're going to produce mana a bit faster now, I hope. So now I can place 1 there and 1 there. And then I'll take and throw that there. And that one... Okay, 1 of them got that one, and 1 of them got that one. And now you can see we have mana generating quite a bit faster now. Sweet. Enchanted soil. That's kind of cool looking. Kind of glows. But yeah, like I said, these 2 here will die out after 3 days have passed. This one should live on. So what that means is this one that shall live on, I probably put it in the wrong place and I'll have to dig it up. And you can't move the enchanted soil. I don't even think you can move that with Silk Touch. So there you go. Munch. Alright, and you know, we might want to try automating that. Let's see, what can we do? Got some living wood there. Take half of that. And is it that? Open crate. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can find a couple of things. We might be able to automate this. Hold on just a minute. Alright, we're going to test this out. I grabbed my hopper off the top of my furnace. I didn't want to have to make one yet, because I'm not positive this is going to work. but just happened to think about something and it just might. So if I take and put a pressure plate there, actually, let me get that back up. And I'll put a block there. And which way does that face? Okay, that should have it open downwards. But I got a feeling I need it up a little bit higher. Alright, so do that. Then the open crate. Then break you and you. Yep. Alright, that's right. Then I want to put the hopper in the side. And the pressure plate there. Now I want to be able to get the redstone signal. Let's see, I'll put that there, and that. Then I can break you. Oh. Oh, that works. Okay, not quite what I wanted. Let's see. I have to grab it before the flowers do. Alright, do that. Now. So now if I take and dig you up and put you there. Yeah. I don't think that'll affect it. We'll find out. Okay, so that is not setting off the pressure plate like I thought it would. Alright, let's test this out over here. Put that there, and you there. Yeah, see, that's not going to be heavy enough. Let me check a couple of things and I'll be right back. Okay, I think I might have this figured out, but I'm not sure. So, I've had to switch off to a gold pressure plate, which is weighted light. And then I'm going to dig down here and I'm going to put a redstone torch there. Now I'll take a wooden block, place that there, place the dirt here to cover up that. Now what I want to do is place a block there and then put you up here. Now I can remove that. Where'd my hopper go? There you are. Put the hopper on the side of that. Put a torch there. And pick this up. Because now when something lands on that, it'll turn that on and that off. So, If I throw that in there, you see it drop 2. Now that's going to eat, and it's going to drop 2 more. And so now that should keep it fed. That'll keep this down here as long as these are active. And I think these will burn the coal or charcoal or whatever I put in there faster than that will decay. That's kind of what I'm watching here, is to see which is gonna go away first. Whether that will consume it. Yep, there it goes. So I think that's a very simplistic way to do this. I can't do comparators yet because, well, I haven't been to the Nether yet. So this is kind of a very rudimentary automated way to drop coal. And like I said, I can do charcoal or whatever. But yeah, I think that'll work for now. And I got tired of running all the way back over there every time I needed to go to sleep, so I moved my bed over here. I don't care where I respawn back at, long as it's somewhere nearby. And only problem, I need to cut that down right there, because I can't tell when the sun's down yet. Looks like it ought to be. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I think that's a very simplistic way to automate dropping coal or charcoal or whatever to keep those fed. And we can go ahead and make more of these because, I mean, all it's going to do is it's going to use up what's sitting there. And as it uses it, it'll drop more. So I think that will work out pretty good. So yeah. Ta-da! Now, give me just a minute and let me see what I got written down to do next, and I'll be right back. Okay, and our little apparatus stopped because if I'm guessing right, yep, I'm out of coal. Which I'm hoping that I've got enough in here to do the last thing that I want to do for this episode, and that's my trusty good old fallback ring of magnetization. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's see, we'll take our glass and 4 mana steel around it to get our mana lens. And then if I'm not mistaken, it's the lens, iron, gold to get the mana lens magnetizing. Take that, put it up there. Our mana steel ingots here for the ring of magnetization. And this is extremely handy, and I always forget that. It drops it every time I try and do it that way. That'll be very handy for when I am trying to dig all that out up there, because I can assure you that it's a bit of a pain having to run around and pick up all the stuff that you've dug. But I didn't want to make it off camera, and I wasn't quite up to making it anyway, so sorry. Alright, so that makes that much faster. There is one other thing. I don't know if I've got time for it, or even really where it's at in here. It's not a bauble. Magical items. Horn of the Wild. Oh, see, the pasture seed. That's one that'll probably stop me. Living wood. Oh, wait. No, I can do that. Let me grab some lumber. Let me... Wait. Have I got any in my bag? Yeah, I got some there. So, we'll put that here. And then I'll grab my shears. I put them over here, probably. Alright, grab my shears. And we'll go nip some tall grass. There we go. Might even be able to do one more thing. We'll go ahead and make two while we're at it. Got two living wood there. Let's see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go, darn you, go! We're fighting the clock here. We're fighting the clock. Alright. Okay, so we'll take and put you there, there. And put you there. And we'll get the Horn of the Wild. Time to sleep yet? And no, I'm not really that afraid of fighting mobs. I just think it's kind of funny trying to keep them from spawning. And got a little bit of backpack space. And now we mow the yard. And this is how you mow the yard in Minecraft. Hopefully it's not too much louder than me. Because I gotta tell you, for me, it's really loud. But yeah, I have a special affinity for the Horn of the Wild. Because when, and I've said this probably a couple of times maybe. But when I was on the episode with Direwolf 20, this was the last thing we did, and I helped him mow the yard. Which, yeah, come to think of it, I was his guest, and he had me mow his yard. That just seems kind of strange. Yeah, but anyways. Alright, well, I think I'm actually going to close out my episode with the Horn of the Wild as well. Because, well, I can only mow the yard but so much before I have to go and make something else. And I am going to need to cut all that down. So hopefully I'll have that done before next episode. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. That's just kind of funny looking. Okay. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you can use our little simplistic coal feeder there. But anyways, until next time, take care and God bless.